frog hooked through there, and what I do, they make it for where you can hook it into the marking of there. I don't do it. I turn mine around backwards and I hook it through, and then I skin tab it, you know, where it just barely, the hook barely in the skin. But then what I do is when I throw it out there, I'll hold my rod tip up and start reeling until I get the frog on top of the water. Then I'll shake my rod as I'm reeling and hold my rod tip up. That way I can reel that thing real slow. And that's one of my tricks, I think, that helps me out a lot, where other guys is not as good at.
Tell them about how you drop your rod. Don't just snatch it like a top hook.
Yeah, whenever you do get a bite, you gotta let him have it for a split second. You know, don't react. You know, you see a poosh, and first thing you want to do is set the hook. Now this one here, what you do is you drop it down, then let the line get a little tight, and then you set the hook on him. But yeah, the biggest thing I think for my secret of fishing that one is actually just holding it up, bumping the rod like this, and what it does, it makes that frog do like that, and it lets you reel it a lot slower than if you don't do that. You got to keep speed on him to keep him up on top of the water. So,
are you really hooking it upside down then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Right.
I'm putting the hook in him upside down.
The particular frog he's using, I think you can do that. It's almost like a horny toad.
You can do it with these frogs. I do it with these. I do it with every frog I've used. So, and I just believe in it because that leaves that hook almost 100% exposed.
Most old frogs got a belly in here.
Yeah.
What he does is come around and come up through here and puts a hook right in. He skin tags it right inside here, makes it weedless. So the frog's running like this on top of the water.
The rig that I showed y'all, the one that's getting passed around for the grass, that is, especially how I drill it, that is a mean little bait. I mean, that you'd be surprised if you just keep throwing it and slowly reeling it what you're going to catch on it. And
not to mention it's versatile. You can reel it up top like a frog.
Yeah, you can get it up on top of the water, pretty close to the top, middle ways, whatever you want to do with it. But in grass, when you can't fish nothing else, that's one of the best baits. I mean, that's the best I've found. You know, every once in a while something will come along. That's just one of them baits that's come along.
You can fish the whole country on 3 colors: June bug, black and blue, and watermelon with red flake, and you're set everywhere you go.
Hey, don't forget black with red glitter.
And I have people come in and tell me I mean, you come in the store, we got hundreds of different bags. Everybody's got. But I think the biggest thing is, like, if you're casting your fluid, if you got confidence in it, I think it'll catch fish. Sometimes I don't think it matters what color it is. I mean, I'll be fishing one color, he'll be fishing another. We're both catching fish. I think it's a reaction bite a lot of times. Double willow leaf. I haven't threw one of these new ones yet because we just got them. This guy come in and impressed me. He gets a lot of fish on these custom-made baits. But I'll throw a War Eagle and I'll take the top blade because you can't get it off the bait. I'll take a pair of dikes and cut it right off. Just leave the one big blade and slow roll it because it doesn't get tangled in that grass near as bad. So I'll do that a lot of times when the fishing's good on spinnerbait. I just want one blade on there, and I use the big number 4 blade on there. So anybody else? We have a reel guy that's an older fellow that's a friend of ours. Matter of fact, he's over at Lake Pan over there. Neil Bedford, he comes by once a week or so, picks up our reels. We bag everything, give you a tag, just like at the laundromat. He takes your reel, he services it. If he can't fix it, he'll call you because we put your number, your name right on it. Or if somebody wants to know, well, how much is this going to cost? He'll tell you before he puts the money into it if it's an older reel. But he's pretty good, and he's got a lot of parts, and he does a good job for us. He really does.